Hey guys, it's Courtney. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I posted a picture on Instagram yesterday of all the makeup empties that I have used up this year so far. So 6 months of makeup empties. I asked you guys if I should post a video on the 6 months worth of makeup empties that I have so far, and a lot of you guys said yes. I don't think I had any no's, so here I am posting it, and I'm really excited to show you guys all of the makeup that I used up this year. I'm saving my empties for makeup only until the end of the year, and I will toss them after that. I'm not sure if I will save them next year, but this year I am. So stay tuned if you want to see all my makeup empties for the year so far. You can check out my empties videos or Project Pan videos for more detailed reviews on these products, but in this video, I will only be telling you the amount of products that I used up in a certain category and if I would repurchase them, and of course the names of them. So I don't want to go into too much detail because I think that would be kind of repetitive, but we'll start off with the face category. I used up one setting spray so far this year, and it was the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, and I already have a backup of this, so yes, I would repurchase it. This is awesome. I used up one foundation this year, and this is the Revlon Colorstay foundation in the normal to dry formula, and this is the shade Ivory, and I'm currently using a backup of this right now that I have, so yes, I would repurchase. I used up two cream highlighters this year so far, and they were more kind of sample sizes. One is about the fourth of the size of the normal full-size product, and one is just a mini. I'm not sure what the ratios are to that, but we'll start off with the mini one. This is the Benefit High Beam Deluxe Size Sample, and I would definitely repurchase this if it wasn't so expensive because I really like the color, but if you use Virgin from the Naked palette, it provides a very similar look. It's kind of more of a pinky champagne pearly color on the cheeks, and I just put that on my cheeks and it looks really nice. I think I actually have it on today, but my makeup's been on for a while, so you probably can't even notice it. And I also used up this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is about the fourth of the size of the full size, and this is in the shade Opal, and I finished this off a couple of days ago actually. And I don't think I'd repurchase this, but I have one in Moonstone right now that I love. Opal is just a little bit too dark for me. I used up two face primers so far this year. I used up the Bare Minerals Primetime Foundation Primer Deluxe Size Sample, and I used up the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and I don't think I'd repurchase any of these because I do prefer the Benefit Professional, mostly because the Benefit Professional smells better and I think it performs just as well as the Primed and Poreless, but these are both very nice primers. And I believe this is the last product for the face. I used up one concealer, and this is the Benefit Boing Concealer in the shade 01 Light. And this is what it looks like. It's completely finished. And I would consider picking this up again, but not anytime soon because I still have two concealers that I really like. The next category is lips, and we'll start with lip glosses because I only finished one. And I finished the NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair, and this is one of my favorite lip glosses, so yes, I would repurchase. I only used up one potted lip balm this year so far, and this is the Christian Dior Creme de Rose lip balm, and I loved this lip balm, but it's way too pricey for me to purchase. I think it's a little too expensive for what it is, but it was really nice. So I don't think I'd repurchase it, but I'd love to receive it again. I finished up 5 stick lip balms so far this year. So I finished up 2 minis of the Fresh Sugar lip treatments. This one is the original and this one's in the rose. And I would consider picking these up in the mini sizes, but if I were to purchase any of them, it would be the original. I finished off a Maybelline Baby Lips in Quench. I love the scent of this. I think it smells like Fruity Pebbles. I also used up a Burt's Bees Refreshing Lip Balm and the Pleasant Plum one from Ulta. And of the 5 lip balms, I would repurchase the fresh ones and the Maybelline Baby Lips in Quenched, but not the other two because I'm not the biggest fan of Burt's Bees lip balms, even though that's the only one I actually like of the Burt's Bees lip balms, and then the Ulta one was just okay. Now I'll move on to eyes, the final category, and we'll start off with eye primer, and I've only finished off one eye primer so far this year. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Deluxe Size Sample. This was a great primer. I would consider repurchasing, but I think I'm going to use up all my other primers that I have and then try the e.l.f. one and see if that still works for me just because it's cheap. But this was a great primer. I highly recommend it. I actually used up 2 cream eyeshadows this year, which I think is pretty impressive, and one of them is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this took me around a year and a half to use up with daily use, so you definitely get your money's worth with this product. And there it is, completely cleaned out and pretty. I would definitely repurchase this. I'm trying to use up a matte Maybelline Color Tattoo right now, but this one is definitely a lot better, even though that one's really nice too. This one I would definitely repurchase. I also used up a Maybelline Color Tattoo and Bad to the Bronze, and of course you can't see what they look like anymore, but that's the empty glass little jar. And I would definitely repurchase this one too. And I have one that is similar looking. It is Benefit Birthday Suit, but this one is just a little bit darker, and I think it performs just as well. So after I use up the Benefit one, which I've already hit pan on, and I will definitely repurchase this one. Next, I'll move on to eyeshadows. I finished off one single and then a quad. This one is the Maybelline Copper Chic Eye Studio Quad, and this one fell out last year because I dropped it. Finish off these 3 colors. This was a copper shade, a bronze shade, and then a dark brown shade with some purple shimmers in it, and they were all shimmery. And I would consider repurchasing more of these Maybelline Eye Studio eyeshadows, but not these colors because I've already used up a whole quad of them, so I'm kind of burnt out on them, but these are absolutely beautiful. I would definitely recommend this quad. And then I used up one eyeshadow pan of MAC Omega, and I use this in my crease and my eyebrows, so I already have a backup of this right now in a pot form, and I love it, and I would definitely repurchase this. I used up 3 liquid liners so far this year, and they're all pen liners, and if you guys know, pen liners do not last very long for me, even though I store them nice and tight, and I usually set them upside down or on the side, kind of just depends how I'm feeling. And I used up a Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner, and this is an ultra black. I would not repurchase any of these pen liners because I'm not a fan of pen liners. And I used up a Jordana Fabuliner in black. And my favorite one was probably the Jessie's Girl one. This one was the blackest, and I got this from Megan. And if I were to purchase any of them, like I said, it would be the Jessie's Girl, but I probably will never repurchase a pen liner again. I used up 4 pencil eyeliners, and I used up this double-sided one in Perversion and Rockstar from Urban Decay, and the Rockstar one was a purpley shade, and the black side was Perversion. This one I think was a L'Oreal So Kiss Me eyeliner, and I would not repurchase this one, I don't think. And I also wouldn't repurchase the Urban Decay one either. This one was a Too Faced Perfect Eyes eyeliner, and I already have a backup of this. It's really nice and black and creamy and doesn't transfer on me, but it's just too expensive. I think you can get awesome eyeliners at the drugstore. And then this one was from Sephora, the Nano Liners, and this was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. So I wouldn't repurchase any of them except for maybe the Too Faced one if I was feeling splurgy, but I would not really splurge on high-end eyeliners. I used up an eyebrow gel and clear mascara from e.l.f. and I would definitely repurchase this. So I guess I used up 1 brow product this year. And finally we have mascaras. I used up 6 of them this year so far, and I actually just decluttered 3 of them. I gave 1 sample of the Lancome Hypnose Drama to my sister. I had a Pure Minerals one that was already like pretty much empty inside, and I think it just kind of dried up inside of itself, so I decluttered that one. And I also decluttered an Estee Lauder Sumptuous Volume sample because it smudged horribly on my lashes, on my lower lash line, so I'm not going to deal with that. I just tossed it. So these are the 6 mascaras that I technically used up this year. So we'll start off with the minis, and I used up a mini of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and I freaking loved this mascara so much. This is what the wand looks like, and I would definitely consider purchasing this mascara in the future. This was a really, really great mascara, and I think it's more affordable on the high-end side. I believe it's around $18. I used up this Dior Show Iconic Mascara, and I did not like this mascara whatsoever. That's what the brush looks like. It is a rubber bristle brush, and this was not a good mascara at all. It did nothing for my lashes, so I would not purchase this. And lastly, for the samples, I used up this Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. This is a very volumizing mascara, and I liked this, but it was a little too clumpy for me personally, and it made your lashes look freaking huge, and that's what the wand looks like of this brush. It is a natural bristle brush. And I like to pair this with my CoverGirl Clump Crusher, which is another mascara I used up. And this is just an alright mascara for me. I like more lengthening mascaras, but if you like a lot of volume, this is really nice. I just wouldn't repurchase it. I used up this Cargo Picture Perfect HD mascara, and this is a crazy brush. Do you see that? I know I've shown it in a bunch of my Project Pan videos, and this mascara was okay. It was best for layering, and the brush was just okay to me. I didn't really like it all that much, but I would not purchase this. This one's my baby. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara. This is just the wand, and currently I'm using this to comb out my eyelashes if they have clumps in it, because that's what it's supposed to do, even if it is not the actual mascara. This is a great brush, and I love this mascara. I'm planning on repurchasing this when I go shopping. The last mascara that I used up, and this is the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara, and I know a lot of you don't really like this mascara, but it really works well for me, even though it does have a really crazy brush, and I think it does look like a Christmas tree. And it is also a natural bristle brush, and I would consider repurchasing this, but this does dry up fairly quickly in my opinion, so that is a big downside, but the look is definitely worth it. But I would repurchase a sample, or hope to get a sample through a 100-point perk or something. Those are all my makeup empties so far this year, and I'm pretty satisfied with myself. I didn't realize how much makeup I would go through this year, and I still have 6 more months, and I'm doing a Project Pan. I think I might have it up already. It is the Finish 13 by Halloween Challenge, which is all makeup. So if I have it up already, I will link it down below, and I'm really excited to work on more makeup products and try to finish up as much as I can this year. I'm pretty happy about the numbers in each category that I've used up so far. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm really excited to post my end of the year makeup empties video. I love you guys. Please comment, like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated on my videos, and I will see you all in my next one. Talk to you later. Bye.